Hello everyone, my name is Julian Edwards and today I will be discussing marketing industry trends based on the Green Book Industry Trends Report in partial fulfillment of the Marketing Research in Consumer Behavior course. On the agenda today, we will be identifying and discussing trend-inspired skills and their importance to market research before identifying and discussing emerging approaches to marketing research. Moving on, we will identify and discuss potential trend-inspired challenges on the horizon before discussing how we can transform one of these challenges into opportunity. Lastly, we will discuss utilizing the GRIT report in the marketing research proposal. The GRIT report identifies a number of trend-inspired skills that are useful in market research. The GRIT in 2019 discussed that automation improves the accuracy of research as well as increases the speed at which data is collected, thereby saving money. Data analytics is another trend-inspired skills, and Evers in the GRIT report highlighted that critical business decisions are often guided by patterns emerging from the analysis of data available. This is an important trend researchers adopt to facilitate making conclusions in their market research. Closely related to data analytics, data modeling is another trend-inspired skill. This involves being able to model data in a way which allows for the emergence of useful patterns that can be used in getting information on different market segments. Finally, in social media analytics, Bowen in 2019 stated that with the availability of social media used by many target consumers on a daily basis, market researchers must pay close attention to the results of detailed analysis yielded from respondents on social media sites. According to the GRIT report, respondents identified three major emerging approaches to market research. Firstly, was artificial intelligence. Morris in 2019 has highlighted that artificial intelligence is becoming more mainstream, and this could allow for far more efficient and less costly data collection. Secondly, automation. Automation will be better able to locate errors and inaccuracies and create reports which are far easier to understand. And lastly, big data. Now, Wilson identified big data and described it as being the use of research to understand the key drivers of observed behaviors. Big data involves the combining of consumer data, behavioral data, and advanced analytics to aid in decision making in businesses. Personally, big data is the most interesting and relates well to my proposal. This is because as databases continue to get larger with constant ongoing market research, big data analytics will greatly reduce the risk of errors by creating a more accurate and complete view of all data presented. We'll now be discussing trend-inspired challenges on the horizon in market research. A few challenges have been identified, and these include fast-paced change, shifting consumer needs, data security, excessive workloads, and resource constraints. A fast-paced change ties in very well with shifting consumer needs in that the only thing that remains constant in the market is change. Depending on the pace of which change occurs can greatly affect market research. Perfect example of this is, say, research is being done on a particular product or the needs from consumers of a particular product. Sometimes by the time the research has been completed, the consumer needs have already changed. In order to deal with that, research has to be ongoing and constant to facilitate these changes. Data security provides another challenge in that as data collection becomes more and more automated, particularly if respondents choose to respond to questionnaires online, data security as that information has been inputted over the internet becomes an issue. Excessive workloads and resource constraints also create challenges in that if individuals are tasked with too many tasks, or if the appropriate resources are not available to properly carry out their tasks, then these result in specific challenges. In focusing on transforming the identified challenges into opportunity, we will focus on shifting consumer needs. In dealing with this challenge and transforming it into an opportunity, it's very important that we focus on selling solutions and not products to consumers. With that, focus then becomes on consumer needs and not just on selling a product. We would have to appreciate that each consumer is different, and the key is to help the consumer in finding added value in the product being researched or a product that you're doing market research on. And lastly, it's very important to make sure that you're having a conversation with consumers and not giving them a lecture. In this last slide, I will be discussing how I intend to apply GRIT concepts learned to the market research proposal. First concept that I plan to use is adaptability. Now, I have realized that trends change rapidly, and the ability to adapt to change is a key skill in market research. Secondly, the use of existing data. Data is available in large amounts, and it is very important to use this data to guide decision making as it relates to market research. And lastly, to focus on social media. With the increasing technology and the availability of social media, it is important to focus energy on social media in undertaking market research. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for your time, and should you have any questions or comments, please feel free to post them in the discussion forum. Thank you.